How you guys doing? I'm going to do this kind of like unboxing and probably demonstration of the Sennheiser wireless transmitter receiver for wireless audio. I'm going to give you the model number. That's Sennheiser EW112-p G3. A lot of numbers in there. It was designed around the videographer, and you're going to see a lot of the accessories which would be very useful for people like that. You can use it probably for other things too. And of course you're going to have a transmitter and receiver pack which kind of look very much the same, and here's the two units side by side. I'm probably going to go over the transmitter first. You have about 1,680 different frequencies, which might be useful because if you have interference with a particular frequency, you can actually change it to another one. Or if you have multiple units and you want to have each one on a separate frequency, you can do that also. It's pretty much all metal construction, so it's going to be quite durable, with the exception of the battery cover, which is plastic. And open it up. It's going to use two AA batteries, and you got the on-off switch inside the battery cover right here. And what's also nice too is you can sync it. The sensor's right inside here with another unit. Obviously, once you have your receiver set to a certain frequency, then you would sync it with the transmitter. And that's a neat feature. LCD screen. In fact, we'll even turn it off for you guys to see that. It tells you things like the frequency, battery level, and other things like that. Actually, you got a menu system in here too. You can change different configurations. We're going to turn this off. There we go. On the top, of course, you got your mic. It's really a lavalier system, but I'm sure you can use different types of microphones. And you got a mute switch on top. So if you don't want sound going out, you can mute that. Okay, the receiver is pretty much this, looks the same way. With the exception, of course, it's receiving the audio into whatever device you want to go into. Now, on the back of it here, we have the camcorder adapter, cold shoe adapter right here, which is this plastic piece, which is actually held in place by the belt clip right here. And then you got a locking mechanism once you get it in place. I actually test fitted it, and it's actually very tight and secure, so it's not loose at all. I don't like the fact that it's plastic, but you know, what are you going to do? Also, what's neat about these two is you got metal contacts on each side. So they actually got if you put rechargeable batteries in here, and you can actually set it down inside the battery recharger unit, which will cost extra. So if you use this a lot, you can actually leave the batteries in place, and you just slide it in there overnight to recharge the batteries, and you know, you'll be ready to go the next day. I'm going to also show you some of the accessories that come with it. And first I'm going to show you the lavalier mic, which of course you have to use with the body pack or the transmitter. What I like about it is it's an all metal mic, no plastic, so it's going to be fairly durable. It does have a foam windscreen inside and a metal mesh, I guess, to protect it with. And another neat feature is it actually has a locking. You got to screw it into the body pack. So if I can get it in there, so you don't have to worry about it accidentally pulling out the cord, which is, I think, really nice. It actually comes with 3 different ones, and I'm going to show you those now. And here's a separate cord if you want to use it into another device or perhaps another microphone. It also features a locking connector as well. And it also comes with this its line XLR adapter, which is shielded, of course, with the locking 3.5mm connector. This is great if you're using camcorders with professional audio XLR connections. You can use it with that, even with input into a mixer, which I've done some testing with, primarily through the mixer, which works great. Another thing to note with this particular connector is using the receiver. Okay, you got to use this with the receiver version. Is this acts as a secondary antenna using the shielding inside this connector, so it actually improves reception, which is a neat feature. We're going to go on to the G3 plug-in transmitter, which you can use with both the receiver module. It's built for this, which you can take any dynamic XLR microphone and turn it into a wireless system. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. It's all metal construction, which I'm very happy for. LCD screen right here. Slide up battery cover right here. Same thing, 2 AA batteries. And let me see. I'm going to show you some of the controls. You have a mute switch down here. Menu selection for your frequencies and other menu items set. And on and off switch right there. And this is a locking ring right in here. Once you set it inside the microphone, you turn it nice and tight and it keeps the unit from falling out. And we actually happen to have a Sennheiser MD46 dynamic handheld microphone right here I'm going to show you with. And then once you get it all the way in place, you just put in the locking microphone, or the locking ring, nice and tight. And now you got a wireless handheld microphone to use, which I'm going to use. Actually, I have a filming coming down at the Corpus Christi Pier. I'm going to hopefully do some testing with after the filming is done. And we're going to test the range. I think I'm going to show you the testing here in the studio to show you guys what it sounds like. And that's about it. Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, I got everything set up. I got the Sennheiser wireless receiver into the mixer using the XLR connection that came with the system, and I'm using the lavalier through the, of course, the transmitter right now. I know you guys can't see it, but it's a black lavalier mic right now. So I know probably the mixer settings aren't perfect, so I'm not sure what this is going to sound like when I hear the pre-recorded once I'm done. And the quality's quite good, I think. Okay, now we're going to do the dynamic handheld mic, which I'm going to have to switch, and you guys can hear that and see what it sounds like. And we're going to go, probably have to mute this first, and we're going to switch channels. Okay, hopefully we got it. The dynamic was at the Sennheiser MD46 dynamic microphone, and as you can see, no wires, and it seems to be working quite well. Oh, the lavalier is a condenser, so it's probably not going to get as good quality. I like dynamics anyway, so another thing to note is I've tried to use both at the same time, both the lavalier and of course this mic right here at the same time, just to see if possibly bringing more one than one audio source at the same time. It did seem to work, but I was getting some weird feedback issues quite a bit. I don't know if you can really do that, or you have to use another separate transmitter and then mix them that way. I might actually call them on that and find out. So we're going to probably do some out in the field testing when I'm doing some filming on Saturday, so you guys can hear that as well. How great the range is. I think the range on that was from 10 meters to 150 meters, which in feet, that would be, I think, 30 feet to 450 feet. 450 feet seems an awful long range. I'm sure it's probably around 200 for the optimum performance. I think around 300 feet, you started getting cut out of audio depending on the conditions. So, okay, there's the test, what it sounds like. Okay, here we got the Sennheiser wireless audio system right here. I've got it mounted on the Canon XF100 camcorder, and I'm going to hopefully zoom around. Hopefully the sun's not going to be in our way. We got it inputted by a XLR cable directly into the XLR, into the camcorder, right on the side. Columbus ships, please.
Yeah, Steve. We got a program where we're marketing donor memorial bricks for veterans, and that's going to happen down at Sherrill Park. The veteran brick.